Yes, I found a number inside within the phone call logs that were obtained by the Atlanta police.
And this guy, district attorney, how is he this terrible? Giving testimony that is easy to understand for a jury.
Phone numbers of people that may have known something about the homicide and may have been called either on the night of the murder, the day after the murder, 2 days after the murder, whenever they were called.
You're getting really fast again with the way you're talking, so try to slow down.
Like, what are we doing?
2 calls I was able to retrieve anyway. I think at least 2.
Okay.
They were placed to that number on the night of the murder from an inmate inside the Fulton County Jail, and they were placed after the 8 o'clock p.m. hour. Martinez, Arnold, Duke burned all of the jail calls. Not every single jail call I download during me, but most of I tried to confine or memorialize as much as I could to this report that I testified about earlier today. It's 140 pages long, and as I went through the report,
the answer is non-responsive to the question.
Listen to the question and try to focus on answering the question that's asked.
I'm also going to object to the relevance of the length of his report.
Sustained.
Getting a close-up of this dork. I'm just joking, by the way, when I say dork. I know I also am a nerd as well. I have glasses. This guy actually is kind of a dork. Talks all quick.
Yes, this is the disc that I created yesterday. Okay. That's my handwriting. In fact, I signed the disc, my signature.
And in fact, I signed the disc. This is my signature.
Jail calls 449578008 that I downloaded.
Remember when he called a cat earlier a feline moseying around? So suddenly the judge dismissed the jury, and now something's happened with Quindary Zachary.
Contrary to insinuations that have been made today, I have no idea what's about to happen. However, Mr. Zachary is not going to answer any questions, which strikes me as a possibility. I think we should determine what Mr. Zachary's going to do in his condition and everything else before the jury comes out. His condition, his pleasure, I don't
No, I know what you mean by his condition. What do you mean by, I think we should determine what he's going to do in his condition?
Well, I don't know what he's going to do, but if he's going to refuse to answer questions, I don't believe that would be appropriate for that refusal to occur in front of the jury. And I don't know if he's going to do that or not. Let me be clear.
Mr. Zachary be allowed to be brought in just like any other witness, not be pre-questioned, and that the state be allowed to begin its examination.
Mr. Scheib, you've just recently talked to your client, and you have, I presume, discussed with him the immunity agreement that you all have entered into. Is that correct, generally? And so in the course of that, you would have talked to him about the fact that once an immunity agreement is in place, the pleading the fifth assertion isn't applicable anymore. And does he understand that at this point, if he says, I plead the fifth, that he may get taken to jail and held until he decides to testify? Has he given you any indication that once brought out to testify, he is nonetheless going to still plead the fifth?
Not to plead the fifth, but just to say what you're saying.
Your Honor, I object to Mr. Scheib. I object to Mr. Scheib putting on the record representation about what his client is going to say.
He's under containing narcotics, so that's in his system. So something else we're going to have to deal with.
This is fucking ridiculous. They're putting a fucking state witness that could potentially just be too high to even answer something.
Having to deal with someone on narcotics that's going to claim to not remember anything is quite honestly ridiculous. If he's going to testify, he needs to testify. If he's not and just going to say, I don't recall anything, then we're not going to be able to cross-examine him. If he's going to say, oh, I'm too high to answer questions, that's not effective opportunity to confront a witness. And so I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what any of this is. But if we're going to call a witness to stand, he needs to be able to answer questions. If he can't, then I'm not able to cross-examine.
This is all just nonsense. Literally everything.
The possibility of you needing to have a doctor come give us some information about impact anything in his system might have.